position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Auburn Tigers, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Auburn will kick off to get us underway. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So Florida's offense takes the field to start this game off. So the last time these two got together, the nails were chewed down to the cuticles. It was a barn burner. Think we get another one of those, Jesse?
I certainly hope so, Reese. And I know that mental toughness is very cliche in all of sports, especially college football. And, David, it's something that coaches are always harping on. But this is one of those games, the team that's most mentally tough at the end, they probably win.
Especially in rivalry games, especially in big moments, especially when there's more to it than just a game. So I think that this is something that who can focus, who can stay disciplined, who can stay tough and keep and block out all the noise.
They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. Makes the grab. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
When you run your slant route and it's against man-to-man, one thing you know you're going to get is hit. When that wide receiver catches the football, slants don't open up wide open. Linebackers are going to be there, safeties are going to be there, so you got to be able to take that hit and hold on to that football.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Backed up now, here's second and long. Looking to throw, it's Lemon. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a third and long. This one from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Bring in the heat. He'll pull it down and run. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. And the Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Wants to go up top. Here's the heat. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Man, there are defensive players out there that can just take games over, and that's what's happening with this guy right now. He is not cooperating with the offensive game plan. A sack on 2 consecutive plays, and now on...
He's going to let it go. Go to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
We knew this offense wanted to come out here and let it rip through the air. This QB is in a beautiful rhythm early. Nice job with his footwork and his eyes, and he completes a big one there. Get this offense humming.
The Gators had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
Talking to their coaches, they said, we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone looking to score some points.
Touchdown, Florida! They put the first points on the board.
Man, it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tigers offense will try to get something going with their first possession. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right. David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways. And
oh, he's going to go up top. And the ball will be grabbed at the 30-yard line. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Gets it out quickly. Headed to the end zone. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. Now on 1st and goal as they try to answer that opener with a touchdown of their own. They'll try to get it in with the run. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop. They go right back to their man on 2nd and goal. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, this is very interesting because now down here in the red zone, you know it's not going to be easy throwing it because the windows are small. Can they...
Scores on the sneak.
it's just so nice to have a signal baller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Gators sending the offense back to work. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered.
Breaks into the open. He's inside the 40. He's at the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Gator! You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of interest in this Pac-12 showdown today, so let's catch you up to speed on things. UConn has the lead right now. Husky hysteria has been palpable all week across the state, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 7 over Boise State. If anything else happens in this one in the Pac-12 or anywhere else, we'll make sure you know about it. Back to you guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. So here comes the Auburn offense. The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country. And we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for that.
Got his man downfield. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. Auburn lines up quickly.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Gives it on the option. There he goes. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Tigers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Beck. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And the rush will get to him at the 25. The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Quickly complete. He'll go out of bounds at the 21-yard line.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
He's after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal. The Tigers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Motion from the wide receiver. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? To the air, it's Beck. Going for 6. Touchdown, Tigers. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. The extra point here would tie the game. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. He'll pull it on the read. Hard running there. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the 1st down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
On 3rd and short, the power run here. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got his man quickly. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th down conversion.
And a nice pickup on the run, and gets down to avoid contact. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They've got a first down here to open the period. Wide receiver comes in motion. Dropping back, it's Lemon. Caught near the sideline, it's Brown. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. The Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Going to take a shot on second and short. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, you could tell the defense knew exactly what they were doing. They were dialed in, took away the primary target, and then it's on you as an offense. Now I got to adjust. I got to do something different to what they're doing.
Down to the 32 and out of bounds right there. And the Gators with the first and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to scramble. Trying to make magic with his feet. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. The Gators started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Fires into the end zone. Intercepted. As even a Heisman Trophy contender can have a miscue. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Fights off a defender. Oh, what a move to get room. Trying to take it back. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. On first down from their own 22. Got it behind the lines. It's Coleman. Turning it on. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Caught in the backfield, it's Howard. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Let's talk for a second about Auburn. Top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there as we get closer to the playoff. It becomes a huge challenge.
They just need to focus on winning right now. They're in position as a top 5 team to reach the college football playoff, but you've got to keep winning, and that's got to be the mindset. And coming into today, they have to bring their A game to the field.
And we're still in the middle of the season, so there's so many ways to still make a good impression for this squad, and we still have conference championships for some. We have great matchups that will decide, just like we've seen in past years, right? Comes down the stretch, who's playing the best.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And that, my friends, is getting the perfect bounce, the perfect punt, and the perfect roll. They'll have them locked down inside their own 5. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They'll give it to the back. Got the first down and still on his feet. Guys, he's up to 103 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. On first down from their own 22. Looking to throw, it's Lemon. Somehow got the screen into that traffic. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. The Gators with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Punch it out of the air. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he'll hold it and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida!
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, take a gander at what's happening in this interesting battle in the Pac-12. UConn has the lead right now. Husky hysteria has been palpable all week across the state, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They are up by 7 over Boise State. We'll keep you posted on things in this game that's sure to shake things up in the Pac-12. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Got it in the middle with Simmons. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And they're not on the same page there.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Shakes off the defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Makes the grab. It's Coleman. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. To throw, it's Lemon. He'll try to do it himself. Kept it, moves past the marker. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the touchdown, Gator. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This quarterback is so good at creating. When plays break down, things aren't perfect. He has the ability to buy time, use his athleticism, and torch a defense, and he did it right there with his legs.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Man, this offense has been bad. On the first play, nowhere to go, nowhere to run, tackle for a loss. Second play, you get your quarterback sacked. And the third play, now we're sitting in third and long, right where this defense wants to get us.
Complete to the right. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. And the Tigers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd side. Intercepted to stop the threat. Defense comes up with a play. They get the pick and take it back to the 20.
Nice read, nice break. Good job by the defender understanding that ball had some air underneath it. Takes advantage of it, goes and makes the big play.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. Leads it with the back. Brings into the open. Give him 114 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Right back to the well. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Lemon. Makes the grab. Runs through the tackle. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Gators will try to pin them back with the punt. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Gonna run it. It's Ball. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Well, that's their 3rd sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this is one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point of the game.
He lobs one high down the left side. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Might be calling a hot route. Back to pass. It's Lemon. Grabbed in the middle. It's Brown. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the 1st down. Got to use their time wisely.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Caught over the middle. It's Wilson. Powerful running as he trucks his way to the 28. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Rushes on him. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Slings it downfield. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the 1st down. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Looking for the score. Intercepted. A 1st half turnover can swing momentum. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun 1st half between these rivals. These quarterbacks have been wheeling and dealing. A little bit of everything through 2 quarters. Exactly what we expected all week, if not even exceeding those lofty expectations. feels like the defense that can at least contain one of these dual threats is going to be celebrating a hard-fought victory, although easier said than done. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Gators will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Auburn offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think even if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you just like
There he goes! The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. The sure hands, it's Coleman. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And here comes the offense on second down. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32. This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. And he missed it. No good. Guys, a missed field goal and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short game.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Looking downfield, it's Lemon. Unloads it downfield. Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Florida. And they take it in for 6 more points. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. To the air on first down. Finds his tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Off play action. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready. They were disciplined.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. And they'll mark this one at the 20-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly, Dave.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
The Gators now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Rides the back on the option. The give. Knocked down for the tackle.
Well, the offense got themselves in a bad position to start, but a nice change up there, handing it off and getting a lot of the yardage back, David, now to set up third and at least a little bit more manageable.
Yeah, and when it's third and forever like that, I'm thinking pass. So great jobs.
Trying to beat the D deep. Makes the grab down the left side. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. And the Gators will have it 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. Nice move there. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The Gators can really attack on this 2nd and short. Grabbed over the middle. It's Ivy. He makes the tackle at the 23-yard line, but not before a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Ivy. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Got out of trouble and throws. Quick completion on the out route. He'll be run out of bounds at the 13.
Out routes are very much about timing. It's got to be a quick, decisive movement from the quarterback. As soon as he sticks that foot in the ground, you know he's breaking out. Throw it right now so he can go make you a play. Great pitch, great catch.
He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on 1st down in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air, it's Lemon. Under fire. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Pocket breaking down. Breaks the tackle. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, he's going to take it. A really nice job that time, showing off the athleticism and picking up the first down.
Using the quick game. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Gator!
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. LSU is down, but they are not out of it. Not in Tiger Stadium, a place Bear Bryant once said was like playing inside a drum. Maybe the best home field advantage in football. They're trailing by 10 to Texas. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should see.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
In defense, you have to have great eyes. You have to have good vision on the quarterback to be able to see it. You can tell he's throwing the football right now. Watch the defense react, come up, get the wide receiver on the ground. He goes nowhere.
That's caught. It's Simmons. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Quick strike complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Makes the grab. It's Simmons. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Tigers look to keep this drive humming. Looking for room. It's Ball.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in it.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Gibson. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They've made clutch, tough plays on this drive on 3rd down. They need one more on 3rd and 7. Motion from the back. Caught in the backfield, it's Pringle. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Fires to the right. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You've put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job by the defense there. First off, getting pressure initially and then forcing him outside the pocket. After that, excellent effort. All eyes on the quarterback. And you see the speed this defense has. They're going to be putting a lot of heat on this guy throughout the game.
The Gators will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's Beck. Fires to the middle. Got a man, it's Simmons. And he picked up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's the pressure. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Had to throw it before he wanted. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number 1 for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times. Like, this offensive line's got to do a better job.
They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Offense changing the play. Looking downfield on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Brown. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give him a 1st down. And the Gators are in the red zone. Wants to throw on 1st down. Good timing on the quick out. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Lemon. Finds his big tight end. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Now it's 2nd and goal. Buying some time as he moves left. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Now on 3rd and goal, and that earlier sack left them with more ground to cover. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! Fit it in the window for the score. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And the extra point was good. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Auburn offense. There's a lot of pressure when you have that number 1 beside your name, and perhaps it was the pressure, perhaps it was just one of those days, but that rain is coming to an end. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Looking to pass, it's Beck. With the catch, it's Simmons. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grab behind the line. It's Ball.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He's got it. He got a foot down along that left sideline. You know what it takes to make a throw like that. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. From the red zone, looking for a man. Catch in the middle. It's Gibson. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passion, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, though. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Runs through a tackle. And runs through another one. Out of bounds at the 22, and just like that, they're out of trouble.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Touch pass on the run. Running into the open space. There he goes. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the...
He's loose on the left. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
I love this play call. You want to get your playmakers to football in space. What a creative way. This little push pass by the quarterback. Get into the receiver's hands quickly and let him go make yards.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Well, the dreams of an undefeated season are over. Certainly an accomplishment to make it this far, but this week in practice is probably going to be pretty interesting.
It's going to be very tough after suffering that loss, but you wonder, David, if this might be a blessing in disguise for them, because sitting here at one loss late in the year, their college football playoff hopes very much alive still. Now, can they turn this into a positive and get back on the horse?
And we've seen that in recent years, right? Like you saw Ohio State, they used a late loss to catapult them. They had so much energy and so many doubters and haters that propelled them to go win a national championship. So this moment, while it's sad and it's kind of depressing for them, could be one of the better moments of their season if they use it for good.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.